It was the first night after the death of my grandfather. We were all gathered in our hometown for the funeral services. It was a cold, breezy December night, around 1 a.m. The grief of losing Grandpa still weighed heavily on me. I had always been close to him, spending most of my time with him whenever we visited. Grandpa had lived alone in that house for years. He never wanted to leave. He'd always say he could still feel Grandma's presence in every corner, even though she passed away 10 years ago from lung cancer. That night, I felt an overwhelming urge to visit his room. Maybe, just maybe, I could feel a piece of him again. As I stepped into the room, I was hit by an unusual smell, wet soil and roses. It was strange, but familiar. I moved closer to his bed, and my heart skipped a beat. Hanging from the ceiling fan was his old dress, the one he wore the day he passed away. Then I heard it, the faint sound of his old radio crackling to life. I froze. He used to listen to it at night. I was overcome with a mix of sadness and fear, but something felt off. I turned to leave, but my legs wouldn't move. Suddenly, I saw them, Grandpa and Grandma, sitting on the floor in front of me. Their faces were old, covered in wrinkles, their eyes completely white. They were eating something red, like blood. Their mouths twisted into an unsettling smile, and they crawled toward me, offering me the strange, bloody thing. I screamed and ran, but I couldn't escape. The world went black. I woke up the next morning, in my own bed, drenched in sweat. My mother was by my side, telling me it was just a nightmare, but I wasn't so sure. Later, I walked to Grandpa's room. As soon as I stepped inside, the same smell hit me, wet soil and roses. I didn't tell anyone about that night. I couldn't. To see your loved ones like that, it's something you can't unsee.